Welcome back to another video. It's Friday, and you know what that means.
Where's Ollie?
It's time for Top Fuel Teachers. So welcome back to another video. This week, once again, we're going to be talking about our project track car. Now, we've had a bit of progression on it, but also we've had an absolutely amazing delivery this week from Corbeau bucket seats. And we honestly can't thank you enough for the help and support you have given us with this car. Let's take a look at what they've sent us. So let's take a better look at these amazing seats. They are Pro Series, I think they're Pro Series. Yeah, Pro Series seats from Corbeau, and they are absolutely amazing. They come with a 6-point harness, which is 2 for the crotch, and the others, yeah, they're absolutely fantastic seats. Now, we went to fit one and came across a little bit of a problem, whereas this gap here is wider than the seat subframes that we've got in the car. So we need to get a little bit creative with it, but we do have an idea. So stay with us and see how we can overcome that little problem. So these are 2 seat subframes from the Donut ST that we bought for D. I think they are. Well, they're Mark II Focus seat subframes anyway. Now, what we did on D, when we made a base plate up to put the Corbeau bucket seats in D, is we ground these rivets off all round and there. So we had these feet off. Now, we then we very kindly got given some sheet metal from Jones and Wymark. Thank you, Matt and Luke. And we made a base plate up. Bolted the base plate to the feet, bolted the feet in, and then bolted the seat with the runners onto the base plate. Now, with this, because I might not run adjustable runners in a track car, we might take them off all around and then see if we can bolt them direct to the side mounts on the Corbeau bucket seats. Now, we had a quick measure, and I think that the distance between these, because obviously these will bolt straight into the Focus floor pan, and we had a quick measure, and I think that the gap between these and the runners on the Corbeau seat is pretty much spot on. So bear with us, we got some grinding to do, and then a little bit more research fabrication, shall we say, and we'll see if we can easily get those amazing Corbeau bucket seats and harnesses in our track car. So we did some grinding, we made some mess, but we also made progress. Take a closer look. It's not finished, we've still got to strengthen bits up, but we got one of the Corbeau bucket seats on the subframe using the feet like we did. So we ground the feet off and we bolted the feet to the actual side mounts for the Corbeau bucket seat. Now, the only trouble with this is that means that the seat won't be able to slide back and forward on runners. It's not a massive issue, and obviously the passenger seat doesn't need to slide back and forward anyway. The driver's one, we're gonna fit it in and just tailor it to me. So if anybody else does drive this at any track days, if you're short, you might need to bring some cushions. But yeah, so we'll try and get it set in as best we can so it's comfortable, mainly for me, because I'll probably be the main driver. So, but yeah, the seat is in, it's solid, it's not gonna move. All we've got to do is fix the harness. Obviously, for 4 points of the harness, we've already got the mounts in there because, as you can see, like the yellow one's in there. What we do need to do now is drill 2 holes in the floor under the middle here for the crotch strap, because it's a 6-point harness, so that has 2 fixings. We need to now drill 2 holes in the floor, either use some spreader plates to strengthen the floor up or reinforce the floor. Either way, we do want that in there as well, so we'll have a full 6-point harness. So that will probably be in the next video, maybe, on this car. We'll hopefully have both seats in and both harnesses. But Corbeau, Vic from Corbeau, honestly, can't thank you enough, okay? You've done us a massive, massive help. You really have. Go and check out Corbeau seats. Amazing people. So we've got the feet cut off of the standard ST subframes, like we said we were going to do, and we've got them bolted in where they should be. Now we've had a little bit of a rethink, and what we are going to do is we're going to get some 40mm wide steel and join these 2 together, and then them 2 together as well. So we'll bolt them through, so that will make these aside. Then we'll put the sliding runners onto that bit of metal. We should be able to use some of these bolts as well to make it, some of these holes to make it stronger. So then we'll have the runners on there, and then we'll bolt the sides of the side mounts for the bucket seats onto the runners, and then we should bolt the seat in. Now that should give us a slide back and forward driver's seat, which will allow for short people to maybe drive it. So that's what we're looking at doing. Have to check in with us, make sure whether it's successful. I think it will be. We had the passenger seat bolted in straight through these, but again we'll put the steel between them, and we'll probably just bolt the seat direct to that, because passenger's one doesn't need to move. So in a future video we'll see if we've been successful. When we get these steel strips in, what we'll do is we'll put 2 across as well, like that, just to make it a bit stronger and make it like a ladder frame in there. So wish us luck, hopefully it'll work. So I know I said we'd show you in a future video, but our students, they don't hang about. Take a look at this. They've only gone and got both seats in. As we said, what we've done, this is the bit of steel. This is a bit of steel here. Still going to tidy it up a little bit, but it's like a dry build at the moment. We've got the seat slider in there as well, so the seat will move back and forward. And we've got the harness pretty much, well, 4 points of the 6-point harness bolted in. We haven't got the crotch strap bolted to the floor yet, but we need to drill some holes on the floor and strengthen that. But they are, both these lovely seats from Corbeau are now fitted in the track car. This one, like I say, it moves back and forward, so if I feel like it, we can have some short people driving it. And the passengers one, that doesn't move. That's fixed to the floor, but I mean, these seats, they're absolutely amazing. Once again, Corbeau seats, especially Vic, thank you very much. So those of you that are more observant, great word that, love that word, might have also noticed that there's been a subtle change on the outside of our track car. We've got another front bumper on it. Now, we want it to look okay, but we're not too fussed about the looks. So we had the blue front bumper on it, didn't we? The ST bumper. And we were going to paint it, even if we rattle canned it, which wouldn't have been a great finish because I cannot spray metallic silver to save my life. It would have cost us over probably £60 in rattle cans. Randomly browsing Facebook, and in Colchester, silver ST front bumper for a pre-facelift at a very cheap price. So we saw it, we went and picked it up the same day, Stoops fitted it, and I'm sure, as you can see, it absolutely transforms the look at the front of the car. And the other thing that transforms the look at the front of the car is we have fitted our Zunsport grills. Again, a massive thank you to Zunsport. The bottom one is more or less straight in and out, but because these bumpers, I found this from experience as well, can be a little bit weak, and this can happen sometimes when you run a splitter. And when you're doing the legal speeds on the roads, sometimes the splitter creates enough downforce to pull the bumper down. So what we had to do before is we've actually strengthened it with cable ties, cable tying the grille to the bumper, top and bottom, to stop it more or less like yawning. The top grille, we've cut a lot of the honeycomb out behind it. So, like we said we were going to do, we've still got to tidy it up a bit, and we'll probably paint the top grille, the plastic behind it, black as well at some point, because it just gives it a little bit of better look. But we've cut out 2 big sections, there and there. It increases the airflow to the radiator, like I said. We do want to do an engine swap on this, and it is going to be on the limit when we track down it. So I want as much cold air going through there. Engine runs better, and also it keeps it cooler. So again, thank you Zunsport for these grills. Well, I can't just say thank you enough, really. So thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video on our little track car update. Now stay tuned for next week, where if things go to plan, we may be talking about this one again. We've had some ideas which may help it progress a little bit quicker to get it running, shall we say. So we might be talking about that one next week. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Chris. See ya. And it's goodbye from me. Thanks for watching. See you next week.